A lot of us become inspired before we create. We use our creativity as an outlet to release that something inside of us to share with others. With some creative outlets like music and art, the piece can be considered good even if there's no point to it. If the beat is good and the art is pleasant to the eye, people will like it. But with storytelling, it's difficult to write something that is considered good with no point to it. When a story is really good, it stays with you, and sometimes for the rest of your life. We may want to write about a fantastical world we envision. Maybe we want to tell a love story, or we want to write a thriller. Regardless of the route we take when writing a story, there's one thing that we should sort out first. Why?
What is happening to me?
What's the point of this story? When a story is character-driven, it has to have more than just this amazing world you built, or these cool characters with their relatable personalities. In this world you created, there is a vast number of possibilities and characters, and it's your job to find their perspective in your world. You can take a person's perspective in the world you already live in and stick that in the world you created. One of the best examples I can think of is from Hook, directed by Steven Spielberg. How would you describe this movie? It's about an adult Peter Pan who starts a family in the real world and completely loses his memory of Neverland. Captain Hook finds him in the real world and then kidnaps his children. So what's the purpose of this story, other than entertainment? You could say this story reveals that this adult Peter Pan's real problem is that he no longer has his childlike essence anymore and was now a workaholic. Peter has to tap back into who he used to be to save his kids and be the father his children deserve. That's something that everyone can relate to, and it hits home for a lot of people. You can take that story of a father needing to be there for his children and put that in any genre. You can replace Captain Hook with a different antagonist and change Neverland to a different place, but you still have a story. Without this, there's no story. It's just Peter Pan returning to Neverland for shits and giggles. What about Hunger Games? You can say Hunger Games is about a girl who is put into a reality show where she has to kill other young people to survive. She stands up against the system and starts a revolution. Now, most of us haven't been on a reality show or been part of a revolution. Well, not yet. So, what is the point? Why is this happening to her? You could say Hunger Games is about a girl who sacrifices her life to possibly dying on a reality show in exchange to saving her younger sister's life. Everyone can relate to the love we have for someone in trouble, in which their well-being puts us in jeopardy. Maybe not like Hunger Games, but it's easy to connect to that story. You can take that sacrifice one sibling would do for the other and build a world around it. It may not be as great as the Hunger Games, but you have a story. So what's a bad example? I would say the 2018 movie A Wrinkle in Time. You could say this movie is about a girl whose scientist father learns how to travel through space quickly to planets light years away, but he gets lost. His daughter gets the help from 3 women and must search the universe for him. So what's the purpose of this story? Well, according to the movie, our main character Meg has to get rid of the negative ideas she has so she can test her properly and not be overtaken by the it. The movie keeps making a big deal over the fact that Meg isn't testing properly, but they never mention why. Just hope that we got it. It was hard to see the point of this story. Based on the New Age theme and Oprah being in it, I guess it's about getting rid of evil with love, which is kind of vague. Now, this was also in the book, but in this movie, it seems like they relied so much on the world building and not the story. And this is why it did so badly with critics and audience. Now, the Wrinkle in Time book's purpose was to show that things aren't always what they seem. Now, this is something we all can relate to. I'm pretty sure there's several times in our life where something that was familiar held us back and wasn't actually good for us. And then things that were very different might have set us free and actually helped us or made us a better person. These little parts in the story that gives it purpose is somewhat the spirit of the story. You never want to read something or watch a movie, and about time you get to the end, you're thinking, why am I watching this? What was the point of this? And then you just feel like you wasted a bunch of time. Some stories might be boring, but you don't feel like you waste that much time when you actually felt like you got something from it. You never want to leave people feeling like they wasted their time. If a story was a body, the purpose or the point of the story would be its soul, because deep in our soul is where we desire purpose. So don't forget to put purpose in your story. If you enjoyed watching this video, please go ahead and subscribe or just give me a like. Bye.